Diane, nice to meet y'all. Y'all can come back.
What is that?
Get something for every night.
Ooh. Is it okay if I record?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great.
Question for you. How do you say your name again?
Kamara.
Kamara?
Yes.
I said it right. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. I never have heard that name before, so I just wanted to make sure I said it correctly. Can you tell me a little bit about how you heard about Florida College?
My mom actually set up a tour for me to go.
Okay, perfect. How did y'all hear about us?
I just was looking for college tours that we could get into.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I'll just tell you a little bit about Florida College since you're kind of new to who we are. So we're a private Christian college. About 590 students is how many students we have on campus. Kind of give you that perspective just so you know the size and everything. Where do you go to high school currently?
She's home.
So I was gonna see how big your high school is, to kind of give you a size perspective difference. Yeah, so if you're homeschooled, it won't be bigger. So, and kind of give you that perspective. But this morning, I'll walk you around campus, show you campus a little bit this morning, just so you can see during the summer or anything like that. So it's pretty quiet on campus, and then we'll walk you around, show you everything, and then we'll pop back in here if you have any questions or anything like that for me. We'll be happy to kind of chat with you about those questions and things like that. Or if a question pops up during this tour, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to be asked questions. So, right off the bat, you're going into your junior or sophomore year? Junior year? Okay.
Sophomore, yeah. I'm going into sophomore year.
You're going into your sophomore year. Okay, perfect, great. So I just wanted to know time frame where you're at. So, okay, perfect. Any questions right off the bat about Florida College or anything like that right off the bat before we start to walk around this morning?
What's the admission process like for homeschoolers?
It's the same as any other student.
Okay.
You just apply, you're sending like a high school transcript, you would send in your home school transcript and things like that. So same process as anyone else. So super easy to follow. We have a lot of students that come from a homeschool background as well. So,
Nice.
Yeah. So any other questions right off the bat?
I do not.
Okay, perfect.
Is there like a denomination that you guys
So where there's no certain denomination that we're associated with, most of our students do come from a Church of Christ background, kind of give you that perspective and things like that. That's the majority of our students and things like that. But no denominational association or anything like that. So,
Nice.
Yep. Any other questions?
I don't have anything yet.
Okay, perfect.
I don't have anything else yet.
Yeah, okay, we'll walk around.
Is this folder for us?
Yeah, but you can keep it here. You don't have to carry it.
Okay,
on
okay.
the tour. But yeah, that is
Awesome. Good.
So.
Nice. Okay. Alright. College tour. Oh, I like your hat. Cute. What does it say?
Oh,
Just keep mommy.
So we're primarily a walking campus. Doesn't mean you can't have a car your freshman year or anything like that. But anywhere on campus, you're going to walk. Pretty much. It's going to be like a 5 to 6 walk. Nothing too crazy or anything like that. So, what do you know what you're interested in studying, or do you have anything that sparks your interest right off the bat?
marine biology.
Marine biology. So what sparks your interest in that?
I kind of want to work on SeaWorld.
Okay,
Or an
absolutely.
aquarium.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the people I knew.
Here, let's cross the street this way. We're on a college tour, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Megan.
Megan. Thank you, Miss Megan.
You're welcome. Trying to see if this passes. Yeah, so one of my friends that I went to school with did our liberal studies program, and then she worked at the Florida Zoo, and then she worked at an aquarium up in like Panama City, and did like worked with all the dolphins and stuff like that. So
What was her major?
liberal studies.
Liberal studies. Okay. What does liberal studies really cover, if you know?
Yeah, so it's different components. So a liberal studies degree, you would pick 3 of our other focuses on campus, and that would be your liberal studies degree. And things like that.
So the liberal studies is a combination of 3 degrees, basically.
3 different focuses.
Okay, nice.
But we don't have a specific marine biology program on campus or anything like that, so that could be a potential if you're doing like a local studies degree. Or we have a general biology degree class, but basketball.
Doing a
Huh?
We're doing a college tour at Florida College in Tampa.
At the beginning of the year, throughout the year, we'll have a lot of different parties out here, things like that, different activities.
Nice social area.
And things like that. Basketball courts, fire pit, volleyball court, obviously.
Looks like a resort.
Yeah, it's very nice. We realized after COVID, we needed a lot more outdoor spaces.
Outdoor stuff.
Yeah, so.
Nice. How many do you guys have housing on campus?
Yeah, and I'll show you a dorm and
Okay.
everything today. So.
Awesome. How many people do you guys have on campus, like residing?
Yeah, so all our freshmen
She said that
and
already.
sophomores are required to live on campus.
Oh, okay.
And the juniors and seniors have the privilege of living off campus. If they want to, they can stay on campus, but they also can move off campus if they wanted to.
Okay. But freshmen and sophomores are required to be on campus.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What does boarding look like? Rate-wise, if you know.
Yeah, so I'll give you the cost.
Oh, you will? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead. I just was wondering.
So, obviously, if science is something that you're interested in, this is our math and science building, so we call this Aiken, and so this is one of our labs on campus. It's about 14 seats in here, right? So 14 people are in your lab, which is super nice, so you get that hands-on experience while learning and everything like that as well, kind of give you that perspective. And things like that. So kind of give you what that looks like. Student to teacher ratio also is 14:1. That kind of give you that perspective as well. So
Smaller classes.
yeah.
That's nice.
Depending on what major you decide on, the most you probably would have in a core class would be about like 30 or 40 students if you're doing something in the health and science. Kind of give you that perspective. So.
Nice.
Any other questions?
This classroom's really pretty. I like the building.
Yeah, it's
Really
nice.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah. Usually there's air on in here, but we're working on the maintenance this summer, so make sure everything's running. Thank you. Gonna run over this way. So we have 4 doors on campus.
4 dorms.
One dorm is for our men's dorm on campus, and that's Boswell Hall. So it houses all of our men. Obviously, you'll see the size difference. This is Boswell to our right. And then the girls' dorms, we have Jennifer Hall, which is our sophomore and junior dorms. And then we also have Heinley, which is
This
our
is Florida
incoming
College in
freshman
Tampa.
students. And then we also have College Hall, which is for our upper division students, which is for juniors and seniors. Kind of that perspective, but I'll show you Heinley Hall so you can kind of see what that looks like.
It's such a nice day, y'all.
Yeah.
Look how pretty it is. We got a good time too, so it's not too hot for a walk. Look at this guy.
Oh, yeah. The first one. How to figure everything out, right?
Yeah, she's my guinea pig.
Yeah. I was the baby of the family, so by the time they got to me, they were like, oh, this is easy.
Right.
They already knew.
Florida College in Tampa. It's a Christian college. So are you guys considered a private college then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ooh, they got a nice little gazebo.
So we all have sororities on campus, which are going to we have societies on campus. And so all of our societies on campus are co-ed, and they compete with each other through academics, community service, and athletics. It's kind of how they compete with each other.
Did you call it a society, not a sorority?
Society. Yep.
What's the difference?
And the biggest difference is, I would say, they're co-ed. Our societies
Oh,
are,
okay,
so they're
okay.
not female and male or anything like that. And I think the other biggest difference from us is it's you know, they don't have houses or anything like that. It's just more about the community.
Okay.
It's more of, I would say,
Social.
Like, a social, and it's like the best way to describe it is like a team.
Okay.
It's how I kind of would describe it.
Nice.
What athletics do you have?
Yeah, so we have men's basketball, women's volleyball, men and women. Over here. We would have 4 girls per room. Yeah. And that's how everyone on these units will always have 4 girls per room. But all the furniture is movable in here, so you can arrange it however you want. You can loft it at the beginning of the year if you wanted as well. Okay, that perspective. So
Nice.
but all the you can have a mini fridge, microwave, all that in here as well.
So the
Mini
fridge would go right there,
Right there.
and the microwave. Okay, nice.
Or
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Is this what it looked like in the last dorm you stayed at when you did the college?
Yeah,
thing?
but it wasn't as nice.
It wasn't as nice as
It
this?
wasn't as nice as this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have nice dorms then.
Yeah.
Good, I'm
I'm
glad.
hearing. They do have, it does seem like a lot of their stuff is updated here.
Yeah.
I would say this was probably remodeled about like 6 years ago. Is probably what I'm
Okay.
thinking at that point. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Any questions about like dorm life or anything?
Like, do you have to go anywhere and like do anything with?
So you don't have to go with no. So that's and I've never been asked that question before, but buddy special. So no, you don't have to have a buddy walking around campus or anything like that. We do have curfew in our doors for our underclassmen and things like that, which is 11 o'clock during the week, midnight on the weekends and things like that. So that's something that would be
Curfew.
yeah that you would have that like I said for underclassmen. So that's freshmen living on your junior and senior year, that won't be required of you anymore, and things like that. So kind of give you that perspective.
What about like with work? What if,
That would all you just would have to get permission from the student's office.
oh, you don't have to take that out, babe. You're trying it out first.
Another
Especially-
thing, just so you know, each of our dorms have dorm parents. And the dorm parent for Highland Hall is Becky Kaufman. She lives on the 2nd floor and she's available to all the girls 24 hours a day. Just in case if you needed something or help with anything like that, you have that ability. Any other questions?
I do not.
Okay, perfect. We'll head on out then.
Thank you for putting that back, sir.
Thank you for holding the door. He's such a jerk.
Lounging.
Yeah, so that's like the lobby area. Like the front of the building, if that makes sense. Thank you. So kind of give you perspective where we're at right now. We're behind Boswell. So we walked in front of Boswell, behind Boswell. So this is Ivy Row. We talked about society a little bit earlier, but the way you kind of join a society, I will tell you a little bit about that is at the beginning of the year, they'll do little society parties for the first couple of weeks, so you can kind of get to know their personalities and things like that, get to know their officers and things like that as well. And then on a Monday night, we'll go into the auditorium, and each society will present themselves to the school. The officers will give a speech. They'll play like a little video that they made, and things like that to kind of recruit the students to join their society. And then on that same night, what is called is you rush your society. And so you'll run over to Society Row from the auditorium and sign up for what society you want to join. It's not a requirement for you to join a society on campus, but a lot of our students will. So this week is a good opportunity to kind of get to know a smaller group of students on campus and then the larger body. So.
How many people in
Yeah, so that just depends on what society. So the largest could be up to like 150, and the smaller one could be up to like 50 or 60 students. So just dependent. So and every year that kind of fluctuates, right? But which one? A lot of people might join one society one year, and then the next it might be another one. So it's a little bit different every year. So
We are FC, Florida College. We learn his way, is what that other flag said.
how
like
far
that
is
is a
all from
Christian college.
the art?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep her close. She wants to run off to Princeton, so
Okay,
I'm trying to give her other ideas.
absolutely. So this is our cafeteria on campus.
Dining halls, cafeteria.
Over here, you're gonna have the typical stations that are always here. So like sandwich bar, salad bar, pizza bar, all that kind of will be over here stationary throughout the year. And then over here, you would have what your hot station for the hot meals of the day would be over in this area. And then you would also have a grill over there, which does like hamburgers, grilled chicken, fries, all that kind of fun stuff. So, and then obviously the drink station and everything is over here. So, yeah, you kind of see me like I tried to do this with my job. So when you are a student here, you
This is the
would go
cafeteria at the college.
and that's how you would get into the cafeteria. And you would do typically an incoming freshman meal plan is 7 days a week, 3 meals a day. On Sunday it's 2 meals a day, so they're open for 2 meals on Sunday. And it's all you can eat once you're in here. So once you swipe in, you can go through the line as many or as less times as you want. Just kind of through that perspective.
So meals 3 times a day, but pretty much you can have as much as you want.
Yeah.
So you enter 3 times a day.
Yeah. Because you obviously have to lunch in there.
Right.
And they'll close down, so like breakfast is from like 7 to 10. They'll close, reopen again at 11 to 2 for lunch. Close down again at 2, and then reopen for dinner from 5 to 8. Kind of do that.
Awesome. And then on Sundays it's just breakfast and dinner? Or
It's like
breakfast and lunch?
brunch on Sunday.
Brunch, okay.
Brunch and dinner, yeah.
Brunch and dinner. Okay.
So,
Nice. Awesome. So strong. You're so strong. How you get so strong? The muscles.
Wish I could pull that tree down.
the first place we'll show you is Hutchinson Auditorium. So Hutchinson is where we have chapel every day at 10:15 in the morning. It is a requirement of all of our students to attend chapel.
Chapel?
Yes, ma'am. It is a requirement for all of our students to attend that chapel service. It usually goes from like
Chapel.
10:15 to 10:45.
You listening?
So not super long or anything like that. There might be some days where it's a little bit longer, but typically you're out by like 10:45.
So we don't have any classes at the time.
Do you get some kind of academic credit for attending chapel?
No.
Okay. Just wondering if it was considered like religion, elective, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, this is our largest auditorium on campus. Obviously, because everyone sits here every day. So, kind of give you that perspective.
How many seats are there in here?
I think it's the main capacity is like 700.
Looks like a church. Definitely a church.
Yeah. It's the one building on campus from when we have founded to where we are now that looks the same. So like
Looks the same.
alumni will come and say, oh, which is this?
It hasn't been updated
Yeah.
much.
Too much, yeah.
Okay.
Like obviously like the roofing and like all that
Right,
kind of
right,
stuff.
right. The wear and tear stuff.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Any questions about chapel? Okay.
Chapel. So, I have questions about chapel.
Yeah.
So who's the pastor?
So we don't have a certain pastor on campus or anything like that. So the way it runs is Monday so we call it a devotional. Basically, it's how we call chapel. Monday, the person that does the devotional talk is someone maybe it's usually like a guest speaker.
Oh,
so
okay.
someone from like a local church or someone that's just down here traveling, visiting or anything like that. We'll do the devotional talk on that day. And then Tuesday through Thursday, it's a theme talk for 3 days from a faculty or staff member that will do like a theme devotional talk for 3 days. And then Friday, it's student led. So kind of give you that perspective. So
Friday is student led. Student led. Okay.
Yeah, chapel. So
And
every, I think the first or second month of every month, we just do a singing service on Monday instead of a guest speaker.
Okay.
But I can't remember if it's the first Monday of every month or the second Monday of every month.
Okay.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since we've had chapel. So, but yeah, so that's kind of how it ran. First half devotional part, latter half announcements. So like athletic announcements, club announcements.
Good.
Anything like that will be announced in chapel at the end of the day. That's important for all the students to know, kind of give you that perspective as well. And like I said, 15 or 20 minutes is probably how long you will be in chapel for.
Chapel is 15 to 20 minutes total.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there might be some days where we have like a special program that just lasts a little bit longer, but typically 15 to 20 minutes is how long you're in chapel for. So.
Is the devotional like biblical? It's usually based off of a verse.
Yeah, based off a verse or a subject matter in the Bible or anything like that, but yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Any questions, girls?
Are the societies the only club?
No, so we have all different types of clubs on campus. So we have obviously we have academic clubs, which is some examples of that is like a health and science club, which you probably would be interested in if that's kind of the world you're going into. We also have business clubs and other clubs for other degree paths as well, but then we also have an improv club, which is our community club on campus and things like that. And then we also have a sign language club, chess club, all those kind of other fun clubs as well. So
Sign
academic
language.
clubs and then social clubs as well. Kind of give you that perspective. So
Awesome.
just you kind of find whatever you like. So, but we have stuff we have a club called Footlighters that does all the set building and things like that for our place. So don't know if that's something that you're interested in, but
The sign language one sounds interesting.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So this side of campus is the only academic building that you'll see on that other side of campus. That's our math and science building. The rest of the academic classes will be on this side of campus. To our left over here is Haley King. The right side of Haley King is all music. So I don't know if you're interested in music or not.
Yes.
You can still audition to be in chorus or any of the other singing groups on campus, even if you're a biology major. We kind of give you that perspective, so you don't have to be a music major to audition for chorus or anything like that. So kind of give you that perspective. And then, but if you're not
Is there a music club or is it that just a class?
like a class, so it'd be
Okay.
chorus would be a class and things like that. So, and then on the left side of Haley King, above Puckett Auditorium, is just general education classes, and then Puckett Auditorium is just a smaller auditorium that we'll use for improv. Improv will perform in there, music recitals might perform in there, just anything that just needs a smaller, amount of people. Kind of give you that perspective.
You listening to
I
this
was
college?
when I was a student, I did not do chorus. I enjoyed watching it, but I did not do it. That was not my thing.
I know that thing.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Because you got to start thinking about what you're going to be too. Don't you? Aren't you stressed thinking about it already?
Yeah.
You're stressed already thinking about it? You don't have to stress, you got time.
I'm tired too.
Okay, so you're very you like everything.
Yeah.
You like a little bit of everything. So this is our bookstore. So this is where you would buy. So your gear would be in here, but this is also where you would buy your textbooks and everything as well. That would all be in there, and they also sell snacks and things in there as well if you wanted to pop in there for a class. Grab a snack.
It is the auditorium. What did it say on there? Like the auditorium.
Kind of give you size perspective, right? I showed you a lab, which is a smaller classroom. This
Right.
is one of our larger classrooms. So this holds about 60 students, I think, 60 to 70 students in here. Kind of give you perspective, more of a lecture style classroom. Kind of give you that perspective. So
What classes are usually
Yeah, so typically for, obviously with us being a Christian school, Bible classes are a requirement of our students. And so typically your freshman and sophomore Bible classes would be in here. And obviously those are going to be some of your larger classes since everyone from every degree path will be in the same class for that. So kind of give you perspective.
He just wants to try out all the chairs.
You know, if he opens all the door for us, he can try out all the chairs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but any questions or anything?
What do you usually do with Bible classes?
Yeah, so Bible classes for freshmen and sophomores, to give you an example, is going to be what they teach in those classes is New Testament and Old Testament history. And then it's going to be evidences is what typically freshmen and sophomores study in Bible classes. And then juniors and senior with Bible classes, it's more topical, which you get to choose. So like it could be a study on the Psalms or the Gospels or anything like that. So you'll get to decide what upperclassmen Bible class interests you, and then you can pick that one and choose to study that one. So,
Nice.
yeah. And any Bible classes or anything like that, obviously, you know, we have multiple Bible professors on campus, so you get to pick what professors you want to teach you in those classes and things like that. So, but any other questions? Okay, we'll head over to the library.
Library.
I saw that on
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you have any more big, I know summer's almost over, but do you have any more big summer plans?
Do you have any more big summer plans?
Big what?
Summer plans?
Oh, we're going to Georgia soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, all my summer plans are done. It will be August before I know it, and then it will be all the students moving back in. We'll be here before you know it. It's a little, I think, today's the 19th, so a little less than a month before our students move back in.
When do students move in?
Our students move in on the 16th and the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it will be here before all of us
Of
know.
August.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So this is more of our like study space in this part of the library.
Nice.
So these are our studying rooms. You can reserve it for a specific time if you wanted to. You'll post the schedule if it's reserved for a specific time. If nobody's in there and there's no schedule posted, you can use it. And then each room has a TV and a whiteboard in it, so you can, you know, obviously work on the whiteboard or hook your computer up to the TV if you wanted to. And then over here you have like desktops if you needed to like log in and print something, you can do that as well. Most of our students would obviously have like a laptop or anything like that, but if you needed to print something, you're able to use the printer in here as well.
Nice. Thanks. Ew.
So obviously, we're in the library, so this is what we call the stack here. The farther you get into the library, the quieter it will get. That study area out there probably will be the most social spot in the library. But the farther you walk back, the quieter it will get. There's little tables and study little booths all throughout the library here, and things like that as well. And then upstairs is just more study space, more books and things like that as well. We do have an online database as well that you can use that as a part of the library. So if you needed to cite a source or anything like that, you can go online.
The catalog.
Online and everything like that. So this is the library. So
Nice. And what's up? So upstairs is
Just
more
more study
library,
space,
more books.
yeah.
Okay.
but any other questions about the library?
It's really pretty again.
Yeah, this was just remodeled 2 years ago now, I think. Yeah, so this
Nice.
was just newly remodeled about 2 years ago.
What's
So
this?
when I was it's funny, I graduated back in 2017. And then I started working here in the fall of 2018. When they redid the library, we all walked in here because compared to when we were students, we were in shock. It was like, oh wow, this is way different than when we were students. So
Right.
we love it. During the summer when nobody's in here, we typically come in here and out of our office because it's so nice.
It's too loud.
Did classes in there and things like that. They might have a class in there as well. So this is the front of the library. So this is where our coffee so throughout the year and everything like that, they serve Starbucks and things like that throughout the year.
Starbucks.
What's nice about our Starbucks and our coffee house is, say you didn't want a full meal in the cafeteria, say for breakfast one day, you just wanted something smaller, you can come in here through a meal slot and get a coffee instead of
Oh,
You
nice.
can do that for lunch and dinner too, because they do like mini pizzas or sandwiches as well in here. So it's that perspective.
The coffee house.
During the year, everyone loves the Starbucks. So it's closed during the summer. We always are jealous. We're like,
I can imagine this room being packed though.
yeah, I would
Lots of
say
people.
right after chapel, like, because usually you get out of chapel at like 10:45, and the next classes usually don't start till like 11. This is where people before their 11 o'clock class to make sure they get their coffee before they go to class and all that kind of stuff. So that's
Right.
probably the busiest time you'll see it is right after chapel. So, but any questions or anything about the coffee house or the library?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll head up this way then. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
You can kind of see where we walked over there earlier. We're popping in,
I just
right?
keep
And we walked
pushing all
behind
the
the library, walk in. So we have made a full circle of campus so far.
Nice.
Kind of give you that perspective. And then we'll walk back to Wilson so we can chat a little bit more about anything that y'all have questions about. But the building right in front of us, that gets called, and professors' offices and things like that. So Bible professors' offices are in there. English professors' offices are in there as well. Kind of give you that perspective as well. And with our professors, relationships are really important to us on this campus. And so if you're struggling in a class or you need help with something, any professor on campus is really willing to talk to you and chat with you and make sure you're understanding the subject, anything like that, or if you're just struggling mentally or anything like that, and you just needed someone to talk to, obviously you would have that availability with any other professors on campus. So.
Nice. Wilson home. Yeah, we got lost. So we did make a full circle around the bit.
It's funny, I tell people all the time, like, we try to get the best description as possible to where to park, but we are a small campus. People, it's like, every time I'm trying to describe it to someone over the phone, I'm like, we're a small campus, but you still can get confused.
I was looking for the flags, and because there are no flags out.
Yeah.
I literally yelled at Wilson
No
Hall,
flags out.
and y'all did not
We drove right past there.
I literally just called out Wilson Hall, and no one listened.
Oh, I did listen to you. I made a U-turn because you said that. So I didn't know where you saw it at.
Ooh, what it is.
Nice.
Do you want a water or anything? Okay.
Want water?
Sure.
You guys good? Questions?
Yeah, so this is your time. If you have questions for me, let me know. If not, I'll go over kind of what the admissions process kind of looks like and things like that. But before we jump into that, do you have any specific questions about who we are or campus life or academics or?
I did not. I asked them all.
Okay, do you have any?
No, I don't have any
Okay.
questions.
So this is for you, this folder. So in this folder, we have 3 different things. So we have a view book, so you can kind of see what that looks like and what campus kind of looks like when there's students on campus, and it's just not me. It's a lot more fun when there's students on campus.
Right.
I promise you that.
Right.
And then this is our admissions process. So obviously you're going into your sophomore year, and we kind of update this every so often, so by the time you're a senior ready to apply, it might look a little bit different. Probably still pretty much the same, but it could just change a little bit. But right now the process is just going online, applying. A part of that application process, we ask for references, a character and an academic reference. Academic reference could be a teacher, a coach, anything like that. And then character reference can be a family friend, anything like that. Just can't be family members. That's the only criteria that can't be related to you. And things like that, kind of give that perspective. Once you're done with the application process, you'll start to work with your admissions counselor. I put currently the admissions counselor, who is the recruiter for Florida, in here, but again, that could change by the time you're a senior and things like that. But currently it's Deavion Turner. But like I said, that could easily change by the time you're a senior. So kind of give you that perspective. And then we just ask for your 9th through 11th transcript. And then once you're graduating, we'll ask for your final high school transcript. And then we'll have you taken ACT or SAT or anything like that yet?
No, I took the PERT.
Okay.
I didn't take
She's doing dual enrollment also.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so obviously for academic scholarships and things like that, we're a part of your admissions process. We require test scores and things like that. So that could be ACT, SAT, or CLT. Or anything like that that we require for you to take. You don't have to take all 3. We just need one of them. What's nice about with us, we do super scoring. So if you take it, say you take the ACT 4 times, right? We take your highest component from each test to combine it for the best possible score. So you have the best chance of getting academic scholarships and things like that. So kind of give you that perspective. And then also, if you're doing dual enrollment, and things like that, and you are finished with those dual enrollment classes, by the time you apply, you will ask for those transcripts. If you're still in those courses when you apply, obviously once you're done with those courses and things like that, then you'll submit those transcripts to us. And then the last thing, a part of the admissions process, is signing our code of conduct, right? So we have certain rules on campus and things like that that you have to abide by while you're a student here and things like that. So examples of that could be like dress code, abiding by curfew, things like that, that you'll just follow those rules while you're a student on campus, and things like that. And if you agree with it, you'll sign it and submit it to your admissions counselor and things like that. So again, you being a sophomore, those code of conducts and those rules could look a little bit different by the time you apply and things like that, because we change things every year and things like that. So by the time you apply when you're a senior, it might just look a little bit different. And then also in here, I have financial aid items in here as well. Obviously, this is the price for this incoming year for fall 24. Again, by the time you're a student, in fall 27, is that correct? Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That's so crazy to think that we're that close to it.
Right.
Never thought. It's like the cost breakdown, so obviously that could look a little bit different and things like that by the time you apply, but this is our current pricing and everything broken down. Our academic scholarships are over here as well, so you can kind of just see what that would look like with your test scores and things like that in your GPA. So kind of give you that perspective, but that's also...
So what is tuition right now?
Tuition right now is $31,215. So that's kind of the price right now. So, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, welcome.
That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, no worries.
How much?
Yeah, so that's the cost breakdown and everything for that. And it breaks it down for you, like, with dorms and what that costs individually and all that kind of stuff.
First semester.
Yeah, so.
Nice. Okay.
But any questions about the admissions process or anything like that?
I didn't.
Okay. So,
I had a question about like dual enrollment. So she's already in dual enrollment. Do you guys offer bachelor's degrees here? Well, obviously, it's a university. You guys offer bachelor's degrees. So she's coming in with her
probably her like associate's degree, probably.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So then what you would just do is you would jump into your junior year. You know what I mean? So those core classes, you would have all your prereqs pretty much done. And things like that, and so you would be pretty much focused on your core classes at that moment, and you probably would, depend on how much credit you come in, you might be here for 2 or 3 years, kind of just dependent on how much college credit you come in with.
Do you guys have an honors program?
We do have an honors program. You would apply for that during your sophomore year and things like that. I think you apply for it like your spring semester of your freshman year, if that makes sense. You apply for it, you go through all the interviewing process, and then when you're a sophomore, you either get like accepted to that honors program or you don't get accepted.
So if she's coming in with her associates, she's then automatically jumping into the the junior
So
year.
you would be able to apply for it when you come in as a junior.
She would.
Yeah.
Would all the first year requirements, as far as like being required to live in a dorm and etc., would those apply to her still?
Yes, because socially you would be a freshman. Academically, you would be a junior, if that makes sense.
Right.
So,
that's why I wanted to know.
Yeah. So socially, you would have to like still live in the dorms and things like that because you're 18 and things like that. So kind of give you that perspective. If you were 21 coming in with those credits and things like that, then you wouldn't have to live on campus. But so if you will be socially a freshman and sophomore, you'll still be required to live on campus.
Nice. That's good. I'm
Would I
kind of
still
happy
live-
to hear that.
Would I still live in the freshman dorm?
Most likely, yeah. So most likely your freshman year you would live in the Hindley, and then by the time you're a sophomore you can move up to Jennifer Hall if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So it's whatever you prefer. So the way like housing works, to kind of give you a description, is first priority goes to all our on-campus students first, so they get to choose what dorms they want to be in and everything like that. And then when the incoming freshmen come in, they usually typically live in Hindley Hall because that's where all the sophomores have moved out of, if that makes sense, and things like that. They want to move up into a different dorm.
Why do they want to move up to a different dorm?
The biggest they're a little bit bigger,
Okay.
and the biggest difference in all the other halls is they have a common space in the room, so it's like a little living room, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the biggest difference and things like that. But the other downside to that is like Jennifer doesn't have any of the built-ins, so like it doesn't, like that whole like kitchen area that you saw behind, Jennifer doesn't have that. So that you would have to buy a lot more of like storage space and all that kind of stuff in Jennifer. So you get that living room space,
but no cabinets.
No cabinets. So it's you know what you prefer. And so we do have some sophomores that stay in Hindley Hall if they want to and things like that because they like having the storage and it's just
easier for them.
So kind of give you that perspective. But
okay.
Another thing I wanted to mention to you, obviously you're going into your sophomore year. We have events that happen in the spring on campus called Experience FC, and things like that. That is a one-day event that you can come back to and kind of see campus with people, not just me. I know, like, it's not just me, so it'll be a lot more fun for you probably. Absolutely. You get to meet current students and kind of get to go to chapel, get to go to a class, kind of get a tour of campus with current students, see a dorm room when it's furnished and see what it looks like when it's, has people living in it and not just an empty room and things like that. So our Experience FCs in the spring, sophomores are allowed to come to those and things like that. Obviously, you can wait till your junior year as well to come to those, and the juniors and seniors can come to the fall ones, kind of give you that perspective. So, but yeah, just another opportunity for you to come back if you wanted to kind of see campus a little bit more lively and things.
For that day, do you like get partnered with someone, or is it like a group?
It's like a group, yeah. So we start you off in the day, and then we break you up into groups and things like that. And so you would have student ambassadors that work out of our office that are assigned to you for that day. So if you do have specific questions or anything like that, they'll be able to chat with you for a few minutes about things and things like that. But they'll kind of guide you around campus all day, from going from the welcome session to the campus tour to chapel. They'll kind of be with you all day, but you kind of be in a group, like probably like 10 to 15 girls. So we kind of break everyone up into little groups throughout the day. But
how long is that?
It's from 8:30, just a day. So
just
like
general. So the whole day then.
Yeah, so it's like 8:30.
Okay.
I think we start at 9, and we end at like 3:30. So like kind of like a school day.
Whole
But
school day.
yeah, that's kind of
Nice.
how I describe it. It's like a school day. So
Okay.
kind of give you that perspective, but kind of get to see campus when everyone's here. So
Nice.
But any
That's
other
a good idea.
questions?
I do not have any idea.
Mm-mm.
Okay, what size shirt are you?
I am medium.
Medium? Okay. If you look at it and you want a different size, you can have a different size. So
Can I have a shirt too?
it's just for her, but
What about the other kids?
take a look and let me know. If you want a different size, let me know.
It's
I
just
think
for
that's
you.
good. I think that's good.
That's cute. It might get stolen though. I don't know.
I like it.
Good, yeah, that's for you to have. So
That's awesome. That's sweet.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank
And
you,
then
Miss
obviously,
Megan.
You're welcome, and this is for you as well. So keep hold that. And like I said, if you have questions or you have questions about those events or anything like that, I'm in charge of those events. So just reach out to me.
Oh,
and
nice.
talk to you about those events. So, but any other questions?
Nope. Thank
Okay,
you, Miss
well,
Megan. Thank you for letting me record you.
No worries. Happy to. I'll walk you on out.
Yeah, well, you got to come back for a college tour. Maybe you'll get a treat. This is cool.
Are y'all driving straight back home, or you?
Oh no, we're hanging out. We're actually